Assalamualaikum. Hi, I'm Ahmad Amirul Mukminin and I will explain a little bit about the topic of principle of training. Physical are relating to the body as distinguished from the mind of spirit. It's related with anthropometry and somatotypes. There are three types of somatotypes, which is ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph. Then I will explain the 11 principles I have learned. Principle 1. Readiness. Value of training depend on the physiological readiness of individual athlete. Ineffective to do aerobic training of young athletes. Training for young athletes should be fun and focus skill development. Principle 2. Individual response. Specific training consideration and prescription to individual difference. Athletes respond differently in same training because they have different heredity, maturity, nutrition, rest and sleep. Principle 3. Adaptation. Day-to-day change from training are so small as unmeasurable. It takes weeks and sometimes months of patient progress to achieve measurable adaptation to training. Repeating skill or activity, the body adapts to the stress and skill becomes easier to perform. Principle 4. Overload. Perhaps the fundamental principle of fitness, working above and beyond what one is used to be doing. Loading is the process of applying training loads, training programs. Principle 5. Progression. It is the act of moving forward or advancing towards a specific goal step by step. To achieve adaptation using the overload principle, training must follow the principle of progression. Training should progress from the general to specific, the part to the whole, quantity to quality, simple to complex, less to more, light to heavy. Principle 6. Specificity. Refer to specific adaptation response to the specific types of stimulus imposed. Training load must be specific to both the individual athlete. Specific training brings specific result. Principle 7. Variation. Variety of element implemented to prevent stagnation from happening. Either physiologically, training program need to vary to avoid boredom and maintain athlete interest. Principle 8. Reversibility. The onset of detraining effect following no training continuation after exceeding the appropriate rest period usually takes longer to develop strength and endurance than to lose it. In fact, with complete bed rest, fitness can decline at a rate of almost 10% per week. Principle 9. Volume. Amount of work performed in training session dependent upon type of training. Example, increased duration, increased number of training session, and increased number of repetition. Principle 10. Rest. Time spent to allow body recuperate and regenerate after training. Rest between 42 to 72 hours in resistance training is recommended. The last, principle 11, intensity, degree of stress imposed on the body system to yield the necessary acute physiological change. Example, heart rate for cardiovascular training and training load for resistance training. So that's all for me. Thank you.